नवयोग शिक्षण प्रसारक मंडळ चापोली, संजीवनी महाविद्यालय चापोली. Good morning, all the student of class VSCTY, subject Zoology, semester 5th, paper number 12. Name of the paper Ecology and Zoo Geography. Unit number 1st. Second topic, Introduction to Ecosystem. Today's topic is the component of ecosystem. Presented by myself, Dr. Thorat Mandakini Manohar, Assistant Professor and HOD of Zoology Department. So yes, student, in the last period, we see the introduction about the ecology. What is meant by ecology? What is by my ecosystem? And the different scientists give the idea of ecology. In this period, we see the component of an ecosystem. Generally, what is an ecosystem? Ecosystem is a very complex entity with the many interactive components. It can be defined as a system of complex interaction of population between themselves and with their environment, or as the joint functioning and interaction of these two components, population and environment, in a functional unit of variable size. That is also the according to Odom in 1975, Ellenberg in 1973, Naibakian in 1982, Cialavia in 1998. A self-sustainable community of organisms living in a particular area on the earth, that is land or water or the air. Generally, in a very simple definition of ecosystem, ecosystem is the ecological unit. It consists of interaction of biotics and abiotics component. So in this, we see the what is this component. Generally, this component of ecosystem, the structural component of ecosystem consists of non-living area and the living organism. They are termed as abiotics component and biotics component. So generally, this ecosystem is made by mainly two components. First is the abiotic. It is also called non-living organism or non-living area. And second component is called biotics. It is also called the living organism. So generally, this ecosystem is made by two components, biotics and abiotics component. That is also the figure we see these abiotics and biotics component. So generally, first we see about the abiotics factor or the abiotics component. That is also called the non-living component of an ecosystem. Abiotics factor, the structural component of non-living area. The largest ecosystem is the biosphere. The abiotics portion of the biosphere, they are consisted by the three parts. They are the atmosphere, it is also called air, hydrosphere, it is also called water, and lithosphere, that is the solid earth or the soil. Each of these three fundamental units of ecosystem has the property of its own, which determine its role in the total ecosystem. Generally, first we give the idea about this. First is the atmosphere. The atmosphere is an ocean of air which blends into the outer space of the earth and reaches over the 560 km from the surface of the earth. This can be differentiated on the basis of temperature into four layers. They are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, and thermosphere. In relation to the ecosystem, the most important layer is the troposphere, which is the lowest stratum. It is roughly 30 km in thickness and is usually thicker in the equatorial region than at the poles. The ozone layer in the stratosphere absorbs the ultraviolet rays radiation, thus preventing it from reaching the surface of the earth. So generally this atmosphere, that is the role of troposphere. All the organisms obtain their requirement of gases from the troposphere, which is composed of 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.03% carbon dioxide, and less of others such as the hydrogen, helium, and the methane, determining the weather phenomena. Formation of the clouds. The dust particles serve as the nuclei around which water vapor condense. Such droplets of water accumulate to form the clouds. Changes in the troposphere result in the changes of climatic factors such as the wind and ocean current. These currents of air and water in the turn strongly influence the distribution of precipitation both in time and in space. Water in the troposphere is warmed both by the solar energy and heat radiating from the earth's surface. Part of this heat is radiated back to earth. This leads to the retention of heat, keeping of the earth relatively warm even at the night when there is the temporarily no flux of solar energy. Second is the hydrosphere. The role of water. Water is one of the most unusable natural compound found on the earth. It is essential to all the life as the both an internal and an external medium. Water is one of the main agents in the weathering of rock, which is necessary for the formation of soil and erosion. Deposition of sediment, the process that saves landform. Water covers 71% of the earth's surface and is the medium for the several different ecosystems. The water molecule has the polar covalent bonds and thus causes the ionic component to dissociate dissolved in it, the universal solvent. Water is the main medium through the which chemical constituents are transported in the ecosystem. Water acts as the medium through the which constituent can pass from the abiotic portion of the ecosystem into the biotic portion. Water can absorb the relatively large amount of heat without the greatly changing its temperature. The anomalous expansion property of water, for example, expansion of water when the cooled beyond 4 degrees Celsius, result in which is less denser than the water. Water has the high cohesive property. Water has the high surface tension. Third is the lithosphere. The lithosphere can be divided into the three main components: rock, sediment, and the soil. Rocks can be defined as consolidated units of the earth crust which are formed of minerals that have come together by hardening. The role of rocks include facilitating storage and movement of groundwater. Serve as a source of mineral constituent of sediments and soils. Weathering. The distribution and nature of rock determine the types and distribution of ecosystem. Sediments can be defined as rock fragments that may not be chemically altered by weathering. Soil consists of complex mixture of rock fragments, highly altered minerals, organics, debris, and living organisms. The importance of soil to the ecosystem lies in that they are the source of almost all the nutrients and much of the water available to the organism in the terrestrial ecosystem. Soils are the medium for the detritus food chain and support of all the organism. So these are the abiotics factors of ecosystem. Next period we see the biotics component of ecosystem. Yes, goodbye the student.